This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Good morning. Time now is 4:27. Thanks for joining us on your Thursday morning. I'm Meredith Barrick.
And I'm Nicole Griffin. We are continuing our coverage this morning as cleanup continues in Pendleton. And we have some updates on what's going on there today. Schools reopen.
Yeah, life is finally starting to get a little bit back to normal now. All South Madison schools will reopen today for the first time since that tornado hit Pendleton on Memorial Day. Traffic restrictions have also been lifted, but rolling food trucks and other organizations will be continuing to go throughout the community to lend a hand and help make life a little bit easier for these folks. And we have also learned that the city is still asking for volunteers. They need as many helping hands as possible. So if you are interested in lending a hand to the people of Pendleton, you can head to Pendleton Christian Church at 10 o'clock this morning.
And as that cleanup continues today, our Aaron Lish will have a report following that, and it talks about injuries that can happen from all those cleanup efforts that take place after storms.
Yeah, oftentimes people think their only injury risk is during the actual storm itself, but about 50% of injuries happen as that cleanup is occurring. So she's going to walk us through some ways that you can prevent injury if you are helping in those cleanup efforts here this week. Alyssa Donovan joins us now. We have some rain ahead again in the forecast.
Yes, so we are seeing that lingering showers from that frontal boundary that's just been stalled out. It's the same muggy air mass that brought us those humid conditions yesterday, so still a little bit humid out there this morning. Temperatures will climb into the 70s as we head into the afternoon, but you can see just a few light showers right around Lafayette. Now, this storm is breaking up a little bit, so we still have the potential of some showers as we head into the afternoon and evening, possibly some thunderstorms as well. That severe weather risk is at marginal, which means we have the possibility of some damaging winds as well as hail and possibly some of those torrential downpours that we've seen really a few times this week. So that's our main threats as we head into the afternoon and evening. The good news is tomorrow we're going to get a little bit of a break before we see another system move in late Saturday.
All right, Alyssa, thank you. And hey, today is a big day. We are celebrating 70 years here at WRTV6. In 1949, on this very day, we went on the air as WFBM. We aired the Indy 500. So all month, we have been looking back at the familiar faces and the memorable stories that have been a part of our history. Well, today is finally the day we can say we are officially 70. So we're going to continue to take a look back, and this all leads up to a special tonight at 7 p.m. We've got that plus more here to start your Thursday morning.
This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
A Franklin family accuses the school district of failing to prevent bullying. Right now on Good Morning Indiana, why their attorney says the school broke the law.
Plus, a recall is supposed to stop these vehicles from bursting into flames. Why one woman says the fix actually caused new problems to her car.
And a late night knock at the door is worrying neighbors in one Indianapolis community. We're breaking down how to keep your family safe in case this ever happens to you. Thanks for starting your morning with us here on Good Morning Indiana. I'm Nicole Griffin.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. Elena Martella here with a check at your traffic. And Alyssa Donovan here with the news we don't want to hear anymore. More rain.
More rain. Now, the good news is tomorrow we are going to get a little break. So that is the good news today.
Thank goodness.
Finally, just a break in that system. So we are seeing some showers this morning. Temperatures not nearly as warm as we were yesterday, but still warmer than average. 63 degrees in Indianapolis, 62 in Rushville. It's 69 degrees right now in Muncie. So a warm start. It's not as muggy, but we are still dealing with that same kind of muggy, humid air mass. So we are going to continue seeing that potential for some showers. Now, what's going on is we're really seeing that convection to the south and to the northwest of us right now, but we'll continue to see just a chance of some light showers as we head through mid-morning, and then we have that potential for some convection kicking up as we head into the morning hours, mainly to the extreme northwest counties and to the southwest counties, or southeast counties rather. So here's a look at TrueCast as we head through the morning. You can see we start to see that system move in to the north and front kicking up in the south, and we'll just continue to see just a chance of some hit and miss showers as we head into the afternoon. That's when we could see some more convection again as well before this system completely moves out by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is going to be a dry day, and we are going to stay dry as we head into Saturday as well. Now, we do have a severe weather risk today. This is a marginal risk. We're looking for the potential of some damaging winds, some large hail, and also the potential of some torrential downpours at times. Temperatures starting in the 60s this morning, and then we will climb into the mid-70s by the afternoon.
All right, thank you, Alyssa. So when you're hitting the roads this morning, not too much is happening. Coming in from the northwest side, heading southbound on I-65 from I-865 down to I-70 should only take you about 17 minutes. So all's moving along just fine for your morning drive. Let's take a look at the roads right now. Here's I-465 at Keystone Avenue up on the north side. You can see those roads are dry right now. Let's take a turn down to the Keystone on the south side, I-65. Everything's moving along just fine, both northbound and southbound. So as you're making your way to the roads, should be an easy drive.
Elena, thank you. Many drivers no longer feel safe in their own cars after reports of Kia and Hyundai vehicles bursting into flames. Some vehicles have been recalled, but Call 6 Investigates has learned sometimes the recall fix creates new problems. Amanda Hickman drives a 2012 Kia Soul. She received a recall notice in the mail, so she took it in for repairs, even though she was not having issues with her car. Technicians replaced the catalytic converter. Amanda says since then, the car makes a knocking sound, the dashboard gets hot, and the car is losing power. Those are all things the Center for Auto Safety says are usually symptoms before the vehicles catch fire.
Something's got to be done. Like, my car is not wanting to drive. I'm almost getting hit with my 3 kids in the car.
We reached out to Kia about Amanda's vehicle. The company released a statement saying, quote, Consumer Affairs will create a case and reach out to her for additional details and determine what assistance can be provided after reviewing the maintenance and repair history.
Indiana's newest law aims to protect your kids on and around their school bus. Governor Eric Holcomb signed the legislation on Wednesday. It increases penalties for drivers who do not stop when a school bus stop arm is out. Lawmakers proposed the bill after 3 children were hit and killed at a bus stop in Fulton County. Their parents attended the signing ceremony.
When this happened, my father and I, we were like, what are we going to do? How can we make something so tragic come out positive? Like, I didn't want my children to die in vain. Today proves they didn't die in vain, and my children are in the front saving other kids' lives.
The law also sets up new requirements for school officials to review all bus routes and bus stops.
Bullied so badly, a Franklin teenager says she attempted suicide several times. Now the girl and her mother are suing their school system. The lawsuit identifies the 14-year-old girl as RN. RN has autism and ADHD. According to the lawsuit filed this month, she endured 4 years of severe and ongoing harassment by classmates. RN says she was teased, kicked, punched, and told she should die. The lawsuit alleges when RN's parents brought up concerns, school administrators and staff said the teen was overreacting and suggested she attend half days or go on homebound.
No one seemed to take it seriously. There were meetings with school administrators up to and including the principal. There were phone calls, there were emails back and forth, and nothing seemed to really get the school's attention, even when she was hospitalized.
We reached out to the Franklin Community School Corporation. The superintendent told us he did not have a comment.
An Indianapolis couple is facing charges this morning in connection to a Sullivan County murder. Sullivan County Sheriff's deputies arrested 40-year-old Danny Wilson and 40-year-old Renee Huffines on accusations surrounding the death. Investigators say they discovered the victim's body while serving a search warrant east of Sullivan. The victim has not been identified pending a positive identification. Wilson and Huffines are being held in the Sullivan County Jail without bond.
The widow of an Indiana man shot and killed by a state trooper trooper along a highway has taken a step toward filing a civil lawsuit. Gloria Wrightsell's attorney recently filed a tort claim, which is a sign she may sue over 56-year-old Glenn Wrightsell's death. Police say Indiana State Trooper Daniel Organ shot Glenn Wrightsell on December 28th along US 231 north of Crawfordsville. State police say Wrightsell failed to follow the trooper's orders and is accused of grabbing a handgun on his own waist. The notice gives government agencies, including Indiana State Police, a 90-day heads up before they can be sued. Putnam County officials will have to pay back nearly $80,000 seized during a traffic stop. In February of 2018, police pulled over a man saying his temporary license plate was hard to read. He was given a warning. However, police said he gave inconsistent answers, which led to the search of his car. That's when officers found $77,000 in cash. Court documents show the man claimed the cash wasn't his. Police took the money without filing charges. This week, an appeals judge decided there was no evidence of a crime being committed, so the county now has to pay the money back.
This morning, people living in Broad Ripple want to know why a stranger is knocking on their doors in the middle of the night. This is a picture of the man you are about to see. A Broad Ripple resident gave us the picture. He says he knocked on the door well after midnight. Several other neighbors reported similar instances with the same guy. Each time he came by late at night or in the very early morning hours, asking for help, telling a story about a sick relative.
His grandfather had just had a stroke and he needed help getting to where his grandfather was. He told me that he just needed help getting there. He didn't really ask for a ride or anything specific.
IMPD tells RTV6 you shouldn't answer the door to anyone you don't know. If something like this happens, you can always call them to have an officer come and check it out. Police say if you have a surveillance system or another way to get descriptions of the person, it can be helpful to an investigation.
It's been 3 days since an EF2 tornado ripped up trees and caused damage in Madison County. But despite the damage, many in Pendleton say they have a lot to be thankful for. That includes one family whose 13-year-old daughter sounded the alarm before they realized they were in the path of danger. Amaya Thompson looked out the window of her home and saw the tornado coming. She told her mom and other family members, but at first they were skeptical.
I was yelling that there was a tornado coming and she didn't believe me, and my uncle was laughing at me, and then they looked out the window and they all said start running to the laundry room.
And so you notified them?
Yeah, because I was scared and I kept on looking out the window because I knew it was going to happen.
The tornado damaged the family's house, fence, and trampoline, but because of Amaya's warning, no one was hurt. Maybe a future meteorologist there.
Well, coming up, why you may want to check your Uber rating. We'll tell you what the company plans to do to users with a less than perfect score.
Plus, special counsel Robert Mueller is breaking his silence. Why Mueller says charging the president with a crime was not an option for him. Alyssa.
And we still have some showers moving through the area today and a potential of some severe weather. I'll tell you what to expect coming up.
You buy or lease a new 2019 Atlas.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. Time now is 4:42. Here's a look at I-69 just north of State Road 38. You can see a little bit of overnight road work underway right now. This was that area that was closed, but it's back open for your morning drive. Stay tuned. I'll have your latest traffic update coming up in just a few minutes.
Elena, thank you. Uber passengers, be warned. You could lose access to the service if your rating is too low. The company says it will start denying riders access to its services if they have a significantly below average rating. That includes access to Uber Eats and its e-scooter app Jump as well. A spokesperson says that rating could get you kicked off, and it will vary depending on the city. Riders will supposedly receive several notifications before their account is deactivated.
Louisiana lawmakers have joined a string of other states in passing a bill that restricts abortions once a fetal heartbeat is detected. The measure now goes to the desk of Governor John Bel Edwards. He's the Deep South's only Democratic governor. He's indicated he'll sign the bill into law.
Special counsel Robert Mueller breaking his silence for the first time in 2 years. As ABC's Mona Kosar Abdi reports, Mueller says his investigation did not exonerate the president, and Congress can pick up where it left off.
In a firm voice from a Justice Department podium, Special Counsel Robert Mueller uttered his first public words in nearly 2 years.
Good morning, everyone.
For much of his 10-minute statement, Mueller stuck to the bottom line findings of his Russia probe and made it abundantly clear that the investigation did not exonerate President Trump.
If we had had confidence that the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so.
Mueller's statement contradicting Attorney General William Barr's conclusion that there wasn't enough evidence to determine Trump obstructed justice. Instead, the special counsel says he did not make a determination because charging the president with a crime was not an option.
Under long-standing department policy, a president cannot be charged with a federal crime while he is in office. That is unconstitutional.
As he exited, Mueller noted only Congress can hold a president accountable.
The Constitution requires a process other than the criminal justice system to formally accuse a sitting president of wrongdoing.
Democrats on the Hill taking that as a cue.
It falls to Congress to respond to the crimes, lies, and other wrongdoing of President Trump. We will do so.
But as Mueller's words stir fresh calls from House Democrats to move toward impeachment, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is holding firm.
You don't bring an impeachment unless you have all of the facts.
On the other side of the aisle, the president and his Republican allies only heard case closed.
Now he's closed his office and it's time for everybody to move on.
Robert Mueller also offered a stern warning that there were several attempts by the Russians to interfere in the 2016 election. He says that deserves the attention of every American. Mona Kosar Abdi, ABC News, Washington.
We're learning more about a devastating tornado that ripped through areas just west of Kansas City. Meteorologists say the massive tornado that tore through Lawrence and Linwood, Kansas was an EF4 with 170-mile-per-hour winds. The tornado left a 32-mile path of destruction and was on the ground for nearly an hour.
And I had a 7 by 14-foot trailer back here, and we still don't know where it's at.
Felt like some hail or something, and my husband looked up and he said, well, we don't have a roof anymore.
There hasn't been a day without tornadoes in some parts of the country since May 16th. It is 4:46. Let's get over to Storm Team 6's Alyssa Donovan.
And we are seeing just a few showers moving through this morning. We do have the potential of some thunderstorms developing today as well. A few of those could be severe and strong, and then we are going to see some calmer weather on the other side of this system. That's going to be on Friday. We're going to see mostly sunny skies throughout the day tomorrow. Right now, temperatures are in the 60s, 63 degrees in Indianapolis. It is humid and muggy outside. Those winds are out of the south-southwest, about 7 miles per hour. We do have just those showers to the northwest of us right now, right around Lafayette. That's all coming from that frontal boundary. That's sort of just been stalled out. Now, most of the convection is to the northwest of us. You can see right around Chicago. We do have the potential of a little bit of convection as we head through the morning, but more likely we'll see that to the south as we head into the mid-morning hours. And that's all from this frontal boundary that's moving across the area right now. Behind this, we are going to see that high pressure build tomorrow. But here's a look at our timing throughout the day today. Temperatures starting in the 60s this morning. We do have just those scattered light showers right around Lafayette, and then we are going to see the potential of those moving in to some of those southern counties this morning. As we head into mid-morning, that's when we see that potential of convection developing to the south of us. We could see some thunderstorms right around there. And then again, as we head into the afternoon, that's when we are going to see more potential of some convection just as we see those clouds clear. We're starting cloudy this morning, and then we'll see that potential of a little bit of sunshine this afternoon, which will promote the potential of some convection, which is why we do have that chance of some showers and storms as we head into the afternoon and evening. Looks like the best chance will be between 4 and 10 p.m. tonight to see that potential of some showers and thunderstorms. So that's when we are under that severe weather risk, just a marginal risk today. We do have that potential of damaging winds as well as large hail, possibly some lightning and some torrential rain, especially along those southern counties as we head through the day. The good news is tomorrow things are calming down. We have high pressure that's going to build in throughout the day. That is going to dry us out before another system moves in on Saturday. That one is going to bring us more chances of showers and storms later in the day. Temperatures will be in the 80s on Saturday, and then as that cold front moves through, temperatures are cooling down. We'll see drier air move in for Sunday. Partly sunny skies, 74 degrees for the the high. So we are going to see a little bit of a break and then more chances of showers and storms Saturday before things calm down again on Sunday. Today, starting in the 60s this morning, that small chance of some showers and storms this morning, and then a better chance of some storms kicking up as we head into the afternoon and we hit that daytime heating. Tomorrow, temperatures in the 70s and 80s across the area, so we are warming up, and then we are going to see that sunny sky tomorrow before things start to kick up again on Saturday. That's when we have another chance of some showers and storms before Sunday things start to clear out and dry out and cool down.
All right, thank you, Alyssa. Here's a look at I-69 just north of State Road 38. You can see everything's moving along just fine. So State Road 38, that ramp was the one that was closed for the past couple of days because of storm damage. It's back open now, but you can see everything's moving along just fine. Let's take a look at the map. Coming in from the southwest side of the city on I-70 from Ronald Reagan Parkway up to I-65, it should only take you about 12 minutes. So all is moving along just fine, as is true pretty much the entire Circle City if you're heading out the door right now. So let's take one last look at the roads. Here's a look over on the east side, I-70 at Post Road. Again, those roads are dry right now for your morning drive, and everything's moving along just fine. As you're making your way to work, it should be a breeze.
Elena, thank you. A new survey finds nearly 7 in 10 teenagers keep their cell phones within reach at night. Not only can this contribute to a bad night's sleep, but the habit has also been linked to obesity, poor school performance, and behavior issues. Parents can encourage their teens to charge their phones in another room at night, and they can model better habits as well. The survey also found that 74% of parents keep their phones within reach at night, too. I do that, too, and I'm neither a parent nor a teen. Whoops.
I'm guilty as well. Well, a California family is finally getting to take their little bundle of joy home. Straight ahead, how far she's come since being named the smallest newborn in the world.
So sweet. Plus, an accident on Missouri Lake killed 9 members of an Indianapolis family nearly a year ago. Ahead at 5 o'clock, how an Indiana lawmaker is hoping to improve safety on duck boats. But first,
I'm Vinny Politan. Coming up today on the all-new Court TV, another big day in the trial of Kellen Winslow II. He's been accused by 5 different women of sexual misconduct. Well, inside the courtroom, the prosecution is wrapping up their case. The defense expected to begin their case. And the big question is whether or not Kellen Winslow II himself will take the stand to say that his accusers are not telling the truth. That's all coming up today on the all-new Court TV.
And don't forget, you can watch the all-new Court TV live on your mobile device on CourtTV.com. We'll be right back.
Furniture and Mattress Store, Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. Time now is 4:55. Here's a look at I-465 at Michigan Road on the north side. Everything's moving along just fine for your drive.
Elena, thank you. The Force will soon really be with you.
Disney's new Star Wars Galaxy Edge amusement park will open to customers on Friday. It will only have one attraction when it opens, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. It's an interactive ride which is piloted by the guests. Putting together the attraction did not come cheap. The price tag on the 14-acre spot in Disneyland reportedly cost $1 billion. Another Galaxy's Edge is scheduled to open in Florida's Disney World sometime this summer.
The smallest surviving newborn baby in the world is out of the hospital. Little Sabi was born at 23 weeks and 3 days gestation by emergency C-section. When she came into the world last December, Sabi weighed just 8.6 ounces. But when she was released from the hospital this week, she weighed 5.6 pounds. Sabi was declared the world's smallest surviving newborn by the Tiniest Babies Registry, which is maintained by the University of Iowa. Man, that is just proof of how far medicine has come, and that must give so much hope to so many families who, you know, are worried when they learn that they might have to give birth to their baby sooner than they expected.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, yeah, just incredible. All right, let's talk about the weather.
So we do have some showers moving through this morning. We do have the potential of a few thunderstorms to the south this morning, but our better chance of some thunderstorms is going to be this afternoon and into the early evening. 76 degrees for the high today. The good news is tomorrow things clear out. Mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s. More chances of storms move in on Saturday, and then things dry out by Sunday and Monday into Tuesday.